Kyle Jorgenson. Today I'm going to introduce you to another one of our bandsaws. This is our S-FAB CDM 1825. Now 1825, what we're referring to is our rectangle capacity, so 18 by 25. This particular saw is a double miter, so double miter, dual column bandsaw, heavy dual column. Now you can see I'm locked right now. I'm going to unlock. I've got a heavy duty hydraulic brake that locks us into our angle. Now I've got 60-degree miter to the back with 45 to the front. Now I've got on my control pedestal, I've got a digital readout that tells me my position or my angle. I'm just going to come back to 0. Lock my column. Now, solid column lock again. Now this particular saw has an overhead bundle attachment. It's an option on this saw. Now, I can just unlock it and slide it to the position that I need. The end of this is threaded. I can add my own attachments, a wider piece, or whatever my application requires. We can build them or you can build them very easily. This saw standard, I've got full stroke hydraulic vise. If you notice, my blade guide is coming in with my vise. I got full stroke hydraulic vise. Now on my blade guide, I've got carbide inserts, both sides, with backup rollers that are replaceable. You can also rotate them, or if you ever needed to in time. I've got a standard light on this saw, is standard. Another option on this saw is I've got a cut line laser. You can see that. And we're going to cut a small tube here in a minute, and you'll see it again. Also, a feature of this saw that I really like, I'm going to show you, is this saw automatically picks up the height of our whatever we're sawing. Because you can see right now our saw is really high for that size of profile. So I come in, I'm just going to clamp it. Now what the saw is going to do, I'm going to wrap it and it's going to pick up the height of this and stop, because I've got the feed speed to 0. Now I'm going to come down. It's going to pick up the height of that and stop. Now if I have my feed turned on to my speed, it would automatically start sawing. But there's another. I'm going to come back up. Now on this saw I've got feed speed. I've also got pressure. So this saw has blade sensing, so it's going to sense what I'm cutting, and it's going to adapt to what you're sawing. But again, let me open this vise again. Turn this profile. Close my vise. It's going to wrap it to pick up the height of the profile. Again, start sawing. No, again, I don't need to raise the bow that high, but profile. Another feature of this saw, you notice, I have rollers built into the deck of this. This is a very nice feature. Another feature also, you can see I've got cant angle, built into the saw. Okay, I'm going to cut this 6x6 by 3/8 tube. let's say I want to cut that miter. So I'm going to unlock my column. Let's go to 30 degrees. Lock my vise. I'm going to set my blade sensing to structural. This is the operator control panel on the CDM 1825. Now I've got digital readout, you know, for my mitering. I've got flood coolant or no coolant or mister, and then mister. I've got hydraulic lock for mitering. Raise and lower the saw, obviously. Turn my light off or on. My hydraulic vise. This is for the optional overhead. I've got full variable speeds, infinitely variable speed. Turn my laser off and on, and start stop. An emergency stop button, obviously. Now over here I've got, this is cutting speed, like descent speed. And this is the type of material for pressure, how much pressure I'm going to apply. Blade sensing, so to speak, is here. So I'm going to rapid pick up the material. My mister turned on because I turned my mister on. Start cutting. Now, this saw's got, I've got variable feed, speed. I've also got blade sensing, so the pressure. I've got positive pressure that I can adjust on the saw. Now I've got a scale here depending on what I'm cutting, solids or structural or the type of material. The settings are already set up. Again, we got our mister on. So it's a semi-automatic saw, so we're gonna cut through our profile and then return to the height of the profile. Now again, remember we started at the very, very top, so the saw picks up our height. On our vise. And another feature of this saw that we did, it's a request of our service team, so we got Pullout Hydraulics. Now, we can pull this fully out. As you can see, I mean, it's very accessible and easy to maintenance if you ever needed it, or our service people if they need it. But you can see, you know, the components here. We've got Parker valves, I mean, electrical, telemechanique. I mean, common stuff that you can get from your local supplier. I mean, that's important to us. If you ever need it, I mean, we stock it, we've got parts. But if you ever need to, you know, a part, you can just go down the street and get it. It's important to us, and we believe it's important to you. But again, a very nice saw. We know it would do a good job for you.